All right, let's get right into it. The titans of tech, they are on the move. A huge changing of the guard is happening at the world's biggest companies. And you know what's driving it all? One single powerful force, artificial intelligence. So today, we're going to break down exactly what that means.
To really get what's happening, we have to zoom out a bit. I want you to think of the tech world's foundations like giant tectonic plates. And right now, those plates are shifting. That's creating all these new pressures and, of course, massive new opportunities for pretty much everyone.
And this shift leads us to the big question we're tackling in this explainer. It's a question that's being asked in every corner of the industry. Because, when a leader this important decides to step down, it doesn't just shake up one company, it sends ripples through the entire tech world.
And if you want to get a sense of just how high the stakes are, just look at this number, $38 billion. That is the rumored valuation for Jeff Bezos' brand new AI venture. It is the clearest signal you could ask for that the next gold rush is here, and it is all about AI.
And believe me, this isn't just one billionaire's side project. No way. This is an all-out AI arms race. You've got Amazon pouring billions more into the AI startup Anthropic. Literally, across the board, every major player is scrambling to plant their flag in what they see as the future.
So, all of this, it's the perfect backdrop for the biggest leadership story of the week. We're talking about a real changing of the guard at one of the most iconic companies on the entire planet.
That's right. Tim Cook, the man who took the reins from Steve Jobs, is stepping down as the CEO of Apple. And this isn't just another headline. This is the end of a truly monumental era for the company that basically redefined our modern world.
I mean, Cook's journey has just been remarkable. He joined Apple way back in 1998, took over the top job from Steve Jobs in 2011, and now in 2026, he's moving into the executive chairman role. His entire career has been defined by incredible stability and just immense growth.
And when you look at the financial impact of his time as CEO, well, the numbers speak for themselves. Under Tim Cook, a single share of Apple stock, when you adjust for splits, soared from around $13 to $273. That is just staggering.
Okay, and this handover is absolutely the crucial part. You have Cook, the operational genius who scaled Apple into this nearly $4 trillion behemoth, passing the torch to John Ternus, who's a veteran of hardware engineering. This signals a really fundamental shift, from an operations-first leader to a product-first leader.
In his farewell memo, Cook sounded incredibly confident about Apple's future. He talked about the deep bench of talent that's ready to carry the company forward. It's a message that's clearly designed to signal stability and an ongoing commitment to innovation.
So, the billion-dollar question. How did the market react? I mean, after a move this big, Wall Street's verdict can tell us a whole lot about what investors are really thinking.
And the reaction was surprisingly calm. In fact, Apple stock actually ticked up by just over 1% after the news broke. There was no panic, no big sell-off, just this very measured, even positive response. So, why?
Well, it's because the market isn't just looking at who's leaving. Investors are already totally focused on what's coming next. That calm reaction tells us that Wall Street had already priced in this transition, and now they are laser-focused on the new leadership strategy, especially when it comes to AI.
And honestly, this quiet reaction gives us a perfect window into the market right now. We're seeing the exact same story play out on earnings calls across the tech sector. Sure, solid revenue and good margins are expected, but the real focus, the thing that actually moves stock prices these days, is a clear, compelling, and profitable strategy for generative AI. That has become the new bottom line.
So all of this brings us to our final and maybe most important question. What does this all mean for Apple's incoming CEO? What are the biggest tests waiting for him as he steps into this massive role?
Well, the analysts seem to be pointing to three huge tests. First, the AI revolution we've been talking about. Can Apple finally integrate AI deeply into its famous and famously closed ecosystem? Second, the big one, the hunt for the next iPhone moment, that next breakthrough product. And third, navigating these huge global pressures, from antitrust lawsuits to incredibly complex supply chains.
And when you look at all of that, it really boils down to one provocative thought. The last era of tech was defined by mastering operations and scaling them to a global level. Tim Cook was the absolute master of that. But this next era, it feels like it's going to be about something else entirely. So the question is being an operational genius still enough in the age of AI?
And on that question, we're going to wrap up this explainer.
Hey, if you found this useful, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, share it, and of course, subscribe for more. But we really want to hear from you. What do you think is the single biggest challenge facing John Ternus and other new leaders in tech? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.